Myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy. This rare genetic condition turns ordinary humans into real-life superheroes. It works by reducing or eliminating a protein called myostatin, which acts as a biological brake to stop your muscles from growing too big. Without it, your muscles grow up to twice their normal size with virtually no effort. You have insanely low body fat, massive muscle mass, and superhuman strength from the day you were born. You look like a professional bodybuilder without ever lifting a single weight. But having a body built like an action figure comes with a severe cost. Your muscles require an enormous amount of calories to maintain themselves. You have to eat constantly, up to 10,000 calories a day, just to avoid starving your own tissue. Your tendons and joints don't grow at the same accelerated rate, meaning your massive muscles can easily tear your tendons away from your bones. Over time, the sheer weight of this muscle mass puts an unbearable strain on your heart, leading to premature cardiovascular failure. Your body burns through its resources at an unsustainable pace, proving that infinite strength is a trap. Congenital insensitivity to pain. Imagine being completely immune to physical suffering. This condition is caused by a genetic mutation that disrupts the nervous system, preventing pain signals from ever reaching your brain. You can walk through fire, break a bone, or get cut, and you won't feel a single thing. You have the ultimate combat advantage because fear and shock from injury simply don't exist for you. You can push your body past every natural limit because your brain never yells at you to stop. But pain is your body's most vital alarm system. Without it, you are constantly destroying yourself. Children with this condition frequently bite off their own tongues, scratch their eyes until they are blind, and break limbs without noticing. You could have a burst appendix or severe internal bleeding and feel completely fine until you suddenly collapse. You have to check your body every single day for life-threatening wounds, turning your life into a paranoia-filled routine. Invulnerability sounds incredible until you realize that without pain, your own body becomes a silent assassin. Hyperthymesia is the condition of absolute, flawless memory. It alters the brain's structure, forcing it to automatically record every single moment of your life in vivid detail. You can recall what you ate for breakfast on a random Tuesday 20 years ago, the exact weather pattern, and every word of a conversation you had as a teenager. You possess a perfect mental archive of your entire existence. But the human brain is designed to forget for a reason. Forgetting is how we heal. With hyperthymesia, you cannot escape your past. Every heartbreak, every embarrassing moment, and every traumatic event is experienced with the exact same emotional intensity as the day it happened. Your brain is constantly flooded with useless data, making it incredibly difficult to focus on the present. You are trapped in a loop of your own ghosts, unable to forgive or move on because the memories never fade. It isn't a superpower, it's a lifetime prison sentence where you are forced to re-watch your worst days on repeat. Urbach-Wiete disease. This rare genetic disorder grants you literal, biological fearlessness. It causes the progressive calcification of the amygdala, the structure deep inside your brain that processes fear and handles the fight or flight response. When your amygdala is destroyed, fear vanishes completely. You can stand face to face with a venomous snake, walk down a dangerous street at night, or handle high-stakes crises without your heart rate skipping a single beat. You are immune to panic, post-traumatic stress, and anxiety. But fear is the only reason humanity survived. Without it, you lack the basic survival instincts required to stay alive. People with Urbach-Wiete disease frequently put themselves in highly dangerous situations because their brains cannot recognize threats. They trust untrustworthy people, ignore clear warning signs of danger, and fail to defend themselves when attacked. True fearlessness doesn't make you a hero, it just deprives you of the one emotion keeping you from accidentally ending your own life. LRP5 mutation. This rare genetic anomaly gives you practically unbreakable bones. It causes hyperactivation of bone-building pathways, making your skeleton up to 8 times denser than an average human. You possess bones so thick and structurally sound that you can walk away from high-speed car crashes, falls from extreme heights, and blunt force trauma without a single fracture. Your body can withstand impacts that would instantly shatter normal people. But your skeleton houses critical biological pathways. Because your bones are so incredibly thick, the interior spaces where your bone marrow resides are heavily compressed. This squishes your cranial nerves, leading to permanent hearing loss, facial paralysis, and severe chronic headaches as your skull slowly crushes your own nerves. Furthermore, if you ever need surgery to fix an internal issue, standard medical tools like surgical drills cannot cut through your bones. They will overheat, bend, or break. You are locked inside a heavy, rigid cage of your own making, heavy enough to make swimming nearly impossible, dragging you straight to the bottom like a stone. Acquired savant syndrome. This is the sudden, explosive awakening of genius-level intellect. It typically happens after a severe head injury or stroke that damages the left hemisphere of the brain, forcing the right hemisphere to compensate by rewiring itself in a chaotic burst of neuroplasticity. You wake up from a coma or a traumatic accident suddenly able to play complex classical piano pieces without ever taking a lesson, draw perfect architectural cityscapes from memory, or calculate massive numbers in your head within seconds. You gain a hyper-focused, godlike mastery over math, art, or music overnight. But the brain doesn't grant free upgrades without taking something away. This explosion of genius is almost always accompanied by severe cognitive deficits. You might lose your social skills, struggle with basic language, or develop extreme, debilitating obsessive-compulsive disorder. Your mind becomes so intensely focused on a single pattern that you can no longer function in daily life. You gain a beautiful, brilliant gift, but the price is the loss of your personality, your stability, and your ability to connect with the rest of the world. DEC2 gene mutation. This rare genetic variant turns you into the ultimate short sleeper, granting you hours of extra time every single day. The mutation optimizes how your brain clears out metabolic waste products during sleep, meaning you only need 4 hours of rest to get the exact same physical and cognitive recovery that takes a normal human 8 hours. You never feel tired, you never experience brain fog, and you essentially gain an entire extra lifetime of waking hours compared to everyone else. While the world sleeps, you can master new skills, build businesses, or work non-stop without ever needing coffee. But living in a world built for an 8-hour sleep cycle is a deeply isolating experience. When everyone else shuts down, you are left completely alone in the dark with your own thoughts. Over decades, this constant wakefulness can severely mess with your circadian rhythm and hormonal balance as your body is permanently stuck in high gear. You are running a marathon while everyone else is resting, and eventually, the mental burnout catches up, proving that extra time isn't a gift if you spend it entirely alone. Erythropoietin receptor mutation. This rare blood disorder gives you infinite athletic stamina. It causes a malfunction in your bone marrow, forcing your body to continuously overproduce red blood cells, which are responsible for carrying oxygen from your lungs to your muscles. Your blood can hold up to 50% more oxygen than a normal human, allowing your muscles to work at maximum capacity without producing lactic acid. You can sprint for miles, climb massive mountains without getting winded, and out-endure any Olympic athlete on Earth. But there is a deadly physical reality to having too many red blood cells. It changes the consistency of your blood. Instead of a smooth, free-flowing liquid, your blood becomes thick, sluggish, and syrupy, resembling sludge. This forces your heart to work dangerously hard just to pump it through your veins, exponentially increasing your risk of strokes and heart attacks. When you rest or sleep, your heart rate slows down, and that thick blood can easily coagulate, creating massive clots that kill you instantly. To stay alive, people with this condition often have to wake up in the middle of the night to exercise just to keep their blood moving and prevent it from turning into solid ice.